When we talk about Sig Sauer, and this gun is not California compliant, but when we talk about Sig Sauer, one of my big issues is, back in the day, they had their P series guns. You know, 220, 226, 229, 230. They had all of these 22s, right?
Yeah,
22s. But they're all different. They've got to change their building practices, because now they make the 320 and the 365.
And they make variants for each of those
that have nothing to do with the original gun.
Yeah, so what we got in front of us is the P365 Fuse. It is the newest release.
Right here. We were talking in the intro about the models for Sig Sauer, and to me it makes it more confusing when you use the same numbers but you change the second name of the gun. Because now they have the X macro, the Fuse, the Rose, the blah, 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 blah. Really, I'm going to put a picture up right now that shows an original 365 up against this gun right here. Do they at all even have the same similarities?
So,
except for the internals.
The slimness, the difference between this P365 Fuse and the other P365 lineups is you have a concealable gun that is also meant for competition ready. And when I say that is he's going to compare the original 365 and the original 365 and the X macro and the XL, you have a barrel of 3.1 inches. This bad boy is going to come with 4.3 inch barrel, giving you that extra velocity, extra length, all that good stuff to sit there and go in competition shoot.
And it has the XL grip, which makes it a full-size grip. But I gotta. When you compete with guns, when you go out to IDPA or here the CCPL in the Valley or whatever else, they don't have a micro gun class. They only have limited, unlimited, and some other weird little things. But they don't have a thin gun. Why would you buy one of these to compete with?
So, and again, it is that sense. We were earlier talking about an LCP Max, and it's a concealed carry gun. It's not a gun you're going to sit there, go to the range, and shoot hours and hours and hours. That's what this gun is. This is a gun for guys that, oh, the P365 is too small, or the X Macro's barrel is too short, I want a full barrel. They basically took all those, mushed them into one, and here came this bad boy.
It's like they bred a 365, a 320 Legion.
Yeah.
With a 365, and this comes out.
Yeah. So, if you would want to get like a 365 AXG Legion, they also did it for price-wise as well. This bad boy is sitting at about $1,100. If you go and get an AXG Legion, you're going to spend a little bit more than that. And again, this is going to come with everything ready. You have fiber optic front sights, very, very.
Got your plate there.
Optics cut ready, straight ready for RMSC. Yeah, very, very deep cuts in the front and in the back. You also have nice stippling and then a magwell also that comes with it.
Oh, it's got the larger expanded magwell plus the flat trigger.
And then, like he said, this is non-California. In a free state, they come with two 20-round magazines and one 17-round magazine.
20-round magazine.
21, excuse me, an extra one.
21-round magazines in a little tiny. The gun world is unbelievable.
They want the gun smaller but more capacity. I guess that's the more idea of it now.
Well, I'm gonna go shoot this thing. And here's the thing. I do not like the standard 365.
Yes.
I don't like the trigger, I don't like the grip. I think it's spongy.
And you're not the only one that's had that same opinion about it.
Shot the X macro. You know, and I've shot
the XL.
The XLs and the ones with the if you got to make a trigger group for, why do you make two?
That's a good question.
Why don't you just put the best in every one of them?
Right, yeah.
Okay, it can't be that much different in price.
No, it's not. I mean,
you got to buy a trigger.
I bought the base P365, the very, very base one, and I put that trigger inside of it.
Yeah, exactly.
Not hard.
But if you were to replace the same trigger in the gun, what would that cost? Hold on. If you had a 365 base and you got a 365 base trigger, how much is that?
It's like $60.
Okay, if you get the 365 base and you put this trigger in it, how much is it?
Oh, no, sorry. If you get the 365 base and put that trigger, it's $60. If you get what you're saying, right, the 365X that comes with the flat trigger,
Yeah.
that I believe is like $100 more.
So,
It's cheaper to do it yourself.
yeah, I know, but why?
That I have no idea.
Why not just put this trigger in every gun?
Right? Yeah.
It's because if you bought more of these, the price would go down because your economy of scale.
Yeah, I didn't understand it either when I got
Every
the
gun
base.
should have a perfect trigger in
Yep.
it. And to have one that doesn't, and then to put it in the more expensive ones,
You know what they're doing? It's all the money, bro.
it's all money. It's
Buy
all
this
about
one.
money.
Buy this one. Look what we did to this. We put a fiber optic sight. We gave you stippling and nice little pretty little.
Oh,
stippling.
I like it all here.
It's nice.
But
It's bait.
the rubber meets the road when we go in the range. So let's hit the range
There
right
it
now.
is.
Let's go feel what this thing feels like, and let's see if it is a 320X macro
Competition.
competition smashed in with a 365, and if it makes the bridge.
Let's go do it, man.
P365 Fuse, longer barrel, standard grip or module, flat trigger, and a 10-round mag right here. Let's see what happens. Number 3, second one down on the left. Feels good. Feels really good. Thin front sight. More recoils there. Oops. Clear, clear. Never had to re-grip the whole time. The grip is nice on this thing. And the trigger reset is, I never even thought about it. It was just there, ready to go.
I like to say it pushes your finger forward.
Yeah, it wasn't ever an issue. It didn't make me go, want more or less. It was exactly where it needed to be.
Alrighty, P365 Fuse. 10-round mag. Let's put this bad boy to work. Oh, did you see that?
It locked it forward?
It locked it for me.
Yeah, Smith & Wesson does that too.
Alrighty, second target down to the right.
Second target down.
Mag out, all clear.
Let's take a walk. Okay. We've been shooting guns today, and this isn't the first one we've shot today, and this is the second review we're doing today. Let's take a look at our target here. This was my 10 rounds. My second to last one was right over here, but everything I got was right in this about 1.5 to 2 inch zone here. You started off really low again.
Again, yeah.
And then you start working back up, but you're up and left a little bit. This is 7 yards that we're doing it here today. It was different.
It was. I own the P365 base and turned it into the XL. I've shot the X Macro. This bad boy, how do I say? The recoil isn't big, but it is a little bit more noticeable compared to the other ones. But the grip is fantastic. Like you said, I did not have to readjust my grip.
How'd the trigger feel for you?
Trigger's amazing. I'm a big SIG guy. I love the trigger. I love how it pushes your finger forward. For this one, I felt it a little bit more smoother. Maybe it being aluminum, maybe it being this version. I don't know. It just did feel a little bit more smoother, less spongy, but that reset is always the same. It just pushes your finger forward.
Perfect.
Fantastic gun.
Let's go wrap it up.
Let's go.
It's not often we get to shoot 2 different reviews in one day.
No.
And completely different types of guns that we reviewed, because we also today reviewed the Max 380 LCP.
Little micro.
Little tiny gun. Now we're going to the mid-sized gun now, which would be about the same size as a Glock 19.
Yeah, I would say, 4.3 inches.
But for all of the things it does, it just felt like it wasn't as comfortable to shoot as other guns. A lot of recoil, a little tiny thin front sight, and even though it does have the little rod, it's not. For the price, it doesn't have a nuclear sight on it. It's got the rod
the fiber
sight
optic
on it.
Yeah, see, the fiber optics are give and go. You have certain guys that really love the tritium, and the tritium they can put in almost every single firearm, so why not throw it in that one? Usually the P365 comes with X-ray sights, which is going to be what I said, tritium. They put a fiber optic just for the fact that, like I said, this is a competition gun. You're going to be shooting outdoors a lot, but I still, inside there, I cannot pick up the front sight that good. What about you?
Same thing. It just other people said it shoots low. They're tall ones because of the optics and stuff like that.
So this is definitely an optics gun. If you're gonna get this, if you're gonna get this gun,
optics.
you 100% want to throw an optic on it. It is optics cut. It did feel great in the hands. That magwell made it good to just sit there.
It did. It held on really well, and that trigger. Like I said, if you can shoot a gun without thinking about the trigger,
you got a good gun.
Every day, that's a good gun.
Now, it's not a Canic. We know about those.
Oh, just because you got a Canic? Shut up. Just know this. If you're looking for a fun gun that you can shoot all the time, and it's still thin enough to conceal carry the appendix style or inside the waistband, right? Not necessarily a pocket gun. Yeah, it's great. I mean, it's $1,000, but it's a great gun. You get what you get when you get with SIG.
Yeah.
It's not a 365. It is a Fuse. So don't confuse the two.
They're not the same gun, guys.
If you like our content and you like what we do, please hit the subscribe button and hit the little notification bell. But we are so glad you came along for the ride today, and we love shooting guns.
Yes, we do.
And today was the day that was a really good day to start off my day. I hope yours too.
Oh, mine's awesome now.
Guys, thank you for coming along, and thank you for watching Reviews It.